So the Tacticon event on Steam is now live, which is held each year to celebrate all types of titles, both new and old, to get those dusty neurons firing. And during this time, many games are on sale too. So coming up, I'll be giving you 16 great strategy and tactics games that you don't want to miss. From turn-based tactics to 4X to roguelikes and a whole lot more, there's something here for everyone. So if you like what you see, perhaps drop a like or even subscribe to find more games to get lost in. Like Xenopurge, for instance, a tactical auto-battler roguelike that plunges you into a tense sci-fi world with a captivating 80s retro aesthetic. In this unique strategy game, you won't directly control your squad, but instead you'll operate from a remote command center, issuing indirect orders and monitoring their progress through multi-screen interfaces and sensor data. Here you'll plan routes, set priorities, and make critical decisions to guide your elite team through alien-infested facilities, all while battling unseen Xenos in autonomous combat. Throughout the game, you'll recruit and equip your squad, tailor their loadouts, and then adapt your tactics on the fly as missions escalate. And yeah, it's all about anticipation over micromanagement. It reminded me a bit of Alien Isolation meets FTL, where yes, you've got that roguelike progression where each run feels short and tense and constantly changing thanks to procedural maps and shifting objectives, but in the gameplay, it's intense. Like, just listen to this. It's pretty, it gets wild.
Alien spotted. They're all over me!
So if you like tactical auto-battlers, roguelikes, and a heavy dose of retro sci-fi atmosphere, Xenopurge is 22% off, going for like $10, so maybe go check it out. Now next on the list is Hexarchy, a fast-paced 4X strategy game that uniquely blends the empire-building genre with deck-building mechanics, aiming for quick, intense matches that kind of works. In this innovative title, you'll guide a civilization from the ancient to the early modern period, but with a bit of a twist. All your actions, from founding cities to constructing buildings to recruiting units and researching tech, are all performed by playing cards from your deck. The game ditches traditional diplomacy for a frantic free-for-all conquest, where the primary goal is to accumulate victory points as quickly as possible. You'll be managing resources, expanding your territory, and making crucial decisions each turn to outmaneuver your opponents within the bite-sized 30 to 60 minute sessions. With its 11 unique civilizations, PvP and co-op multiplayer, daily challenges, and a dynamic global market system, Hexarchy crams a lot into one game. So while the graphics are okay, its core mechanics deliver an engaging and strategic experience for those seeking a quicker, more focused take on the 4X genre. So if you really like 4X strategy, as well as maybe some deck building, as well as competitive short burst gameplay, Hexarchy is 75% off right now, so maybe go check it out. Next on the list is Nine Kings, which is this fantasy roguelike that caught me off guard with how addictive it is, as it blends kingdom building, auto-battler combat, and deck building into these fast-paced, highly replayable runs. In the game, you choose from a roster of unique kings, each with their own distinct deck, and then they've got their own playstyle too. Your objective is simple. You just need to survive these rounds of attacking armies on a limited 3x3 grid, which, can then be expanded. Every turn you play a card, whether it's a new unit, a tower, maybe an upgrade of some kind, which you need to strategically position them in order to create powerful synergies before you start these auto-battle armies that clash with the enemy. It reminded me a bit of games like Vampire Survivors or Risk of Rain, where the main objective is just to try and break the game with all these game-busting synergies, and that's the real fun of it. It's just trying to, just create these epic combos. So if you do like fast-paced strategy, roguelike progression, auto-battlers with deep customization, as well as games that try and encourage you to break their mechanics, Nine Kings is currently 35% off for like $10 on its launch sale, and it works great on the Steam Deck, so I highly recommend checking it out.
I know failure well.
Next on the list, we've got Darkest Dungeon 2, which is a roguelike turn-based RPG that trades the original's base building grind for a shorter, high-stakes expedition across a crumbling world. Now, some veterans still might prefer the original, but I still recommend checking out the second if you want a little bit of a change. In the game, you'll manage a stagecoach of 4 heroes, customizing skills, gear, and party composition as you push towards a mysterious mountain. But what keeps people coming back is how how well this game builds tension and immersion. Everything from the art, the writing, the sound, the animations, and of course the narration from one of the best voice actors of all time. You're just going to be left with an experience that constantly will challenge you. So if you're into turn-based tactics and want one set in a Lovecraftian gothic type of setting, Darkest Dungeon 2 is currently 50% off, or like $23, and it works great on the Steam Deck and is definitely worth checking out. Now next up is a new release, Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition, which is this captivating real-time strategy where you step into the shoes of a medieval lord, where you're tasked with building and defending your castle in the heart of the Crusades. In this game you'll be meticulously managing resources, constructing sprawling castles, and raising formidable armies to conquer your foes. What's cool is that there's a whole bunch of new units, expansive campaigns charting historical crusades, and an all-new co-op adventure, adding incredible depth and replayability. So yeah, anyone else wants to play with me, let me know. And yeah, it's only 10% off, but it's going for like $18, which is not bad. Plus it works great on the Steam Deck, so if you like complex city building, historical strategy, and intense siege combat, maybe check out Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition today. Then next up we've got Colony Ship, which is this turn-based, party-based CRPG set on a generation ship that's en route to the Proxima Centauri. After a brutal mutiny, society fractures into hostile factions. Born into the decaying vessel, you must now navigate deadly alliances, treacherous quests, and a crumbling mission. What you might like is the grim and immersive setting, which is these cargo hold slums, overgrown hydroponics, and abandoned factories all filled with scavengers. Then you have the combat, which is brutal and really demands smart tactics, accuracy, and evasion. But like with some CRPGs, stealth and dialogue offer paths to avoid fights entirely, letting you shape outcomes through, say, persuasion or deception. And also your choices do matter, which determine who will become your friend or foe. Throughout the game, you'll need to build a unique party, explore branching narratives, and then decide your own fate aboard this doomed mission. This is a hidden gem and is currently 50% off, or around $22. So if you're looking for a retro sci-fi CRPG that's similar to games like maybe Shadowrun or Underrail, maybe check out Colony Ship today. Then next on the list is The Wandering Village, a unique city builder and survival strategy game where you'll establish and nurture a civilization on the back of a colossal, gentle creature named Onbu. In the game, you'll construct and manage a thriving village on Onbu's moving back, balancing the needs of your growing tribe with the well-being of your gentle giant host. You'll forage for resources, research new technology, and make critical decisions as Onbu journeys across diverse and often perilous biomes. And it's also quite interesting as it's got that 2D and 3D graphics combo going on. This is also its full 1.0 release, so it's currently 35% off for $23, and it works great on the Steam Deck. So if you like innovative city builders, unique survival mechanics, and games with compelling ethical choices, maybe check out The Wandering Village today.
In a world on the brink of ruin, darkness emerges from forgotten places.
Then next on the list is Darfall, a hybrid real-time strategy and role-playing game that blends elements of city building, tower defense, and hero management against relentless demonic invasions. In Darfall, you take on the role of a powerful hero tasked with defending the continent of Agonor. The gameplay cycles between day and night, so by day you gather resources like wood, stone, and iron, expand your city, and send your hero on exploration missions to find artifacts and clear enemy camps. But then at night, your focus shifts to base defense as hordes of skeletons and demons assault your fortress, putting your fortifications and troop compositions to the test. Your hero gains experience, levels up, and unlocks new abilities, and this progression carries over between missions. It's got a diverse cast of upgradable heroes with unique classes and abilities, and an intuitive in-game level editor that allows players to create and share custom scenarios. The game is still relatively new, but it's 20% off, so like 23 bucks, and even though it's not perfect, it definitely shows a lot of character. So if you like hero-based RTS games, base building, and surviving waves of enemies with a strong day and night rhythm, then maybe check out Darfall today. Next on the list, we've got Every Day We Fight, which is a new genre-bending RPG that seamlessly fuses real-time exploration with deep turn-based tactics, all wrapped up in an intriguing roguelike loop. In the game, you lead a small team of freedom fighters stuck in a time loop battling an alien threat. You'll explore a frozen city in real time, scavenge for resources, craft vital gear, and then engage in thrilling turn-based combat with a unique real-time aiming system and reflex actions. I guess if you've ever played Valkyria Chronicles, then you'll know what to expect. Death isn't the end though. You'll earn experience and unlock weapons that carry over, ensuring that each run contributes to breaking that loop. This game reminded me a lot of XCOM, except you've got that first-person aiming system in that turn-based combat. It also has a launch sale of 35% off, so it's going around for $23, and now to me the game isn't perfect, it needs a bit of polish here and there. But if you like tactical RPGs, real-time exploration, and roguelite progression with a fresh twist, then maybe check out Every Day We Fight today. Then next up we've got Old World, a fresh take on the historical 4X genre that narrows its focus to the ancient Mediterranean, bringing a remarkable human element to grand strategy. In the game, you'll guide a dynasty through generations, managing a court of named characters with their own lives, relationships, and ambitions, making it kind of like a Crusader King's Light in a way. You'll strategically use a unique order system to govern your empire's actions each turn, make impactful decisions through well-written events, and then engage in tactical warfare where unit abilities truly shine. And yeah, the game really emphasizes building a legacy over a lifetime, with leaders aging and dying, passing the torch to their various heirs. It's currently 75% off, which is an all-time low, going for like 12 bucks, and it runs very well on the Steam Deck. So if you like 4X strategy, character-driven narratives, and a nuanced approach to ancient history, then maybe check out Old World today. Next on the list is He Is Coming, a brand new retro-inspired roguelite that delivers addictive gameplay in perfectly sized bursts, ideal for quick, intense sessions. In this pixel art title, you play as a knight, frantically gathering loot and combining items to gear up before mini-bosses arrive every third night, coming together in a showdown with the main boss on day 9. If you can make it that far. Combat is an automatic turn-based affair where strategic item combinations and speed determine victory. Each run offers fresh challenges and discoveries across unique biomes, with new items unlocking through milestones. It's got a surprisingly deep item combo system that really encourages experimentation, as well as this multiplayer Kingmaker mode where you'll face off against other players' uploaded heroes. It's pretty interesting. The launch sale is 35% off, so around 11 bucks, and is Steam Deck verified. So if you like addictive roguelike mechanics, strategic item management, and satisfying quick gameplay sessions, maybe check out He Is Coming today. Next on the list is As We Descend, a newish title that's this ambitious roguelike deck builder that offers a unique blend of strategic card combat and city management, where here you've got this dying world where humanity clings on to its last city, and you're tasked with defending it from monstrous threats. The game does this interesting idea where it splits its gameplay into two phases, both driven by cards. You've got the city side that involves using scout cards to interact with citizens, manage resources, and gain upgrades through narrative choices and stat checks. Then you've got the combat side that features tactical turn-based battles where you deploy units with unique decks, positioning them across different columns to maximize damage or dodge attacks. It's sitting on a very positive rating on Steam, and it's going for 34% off, or around 23 bucks. And it is playable on the Steam Deck, but full support is still in the pipeline. So if you like roguelike deck builders, strategic combat with unique mechanics, and a compelling post-apocalyptic setting, then maybe check out As We Descend today.
Welcome to Drill Core, a base-building roguelike strategy game where you terraform planets with a boom.
Next on the list is Drill Core, an intensely addictive base-building roguelite that's just had its full 1.0 release, where it challenges you to drill deep into alien planets all while fending off nightly attacks. In this captivating blend of genres, you'll manage a drilling platform, excavating through layers of earth to gather resources and upgrade your defenses. Days are spent strategically digging and expanding your base, hiring new workers, and enhancing their abilities. But then night comes, and that turns into a frantic tower defense as you deploy turrets and manage your crew to survive waves of hostile creatures. What makes Drill Core shine though is its mix of strategic planning and chaotic survival. Do you risk pushing deeper for more resources, or play it safe and keep your team alive? Every decision affects your team, your profits, and the planet you're slowly turning into Swiss cheese. Plus right now it's 20% off, so like $18, and it is playable on the Steam Deck, but full support is coming soon. So if you like base building, roguelike progression, and tower defense with a constant sense of forward momentum, then maybe check out Drill Core today. Then coming up next is Diplomacy is Not an Option, a refreshingly comedic real-time strategy game that embraces chaotic castle defense against endless hordes of enemies. In the game, you're this lord that's just trying to live out his best life, except you've got this campaign with multiple real-time strategy levels that sees you what I like to think of as a game like Age of Empires, except you're all doing it within your base. It's like Stronghold's funnier cousin. You'll build and expand your castle, manage vital resources like food and wood, and recruit diverse troops to defend against overwhelming waves of enemies. But my gosh, is it hard. I've restarted so many times thanks to my strategic hubris, as before I knew it I'd have tons of enemies in my base. But this challenge means that it's so addictive too, pushing you to keep trying new defense techniques and mastering your units. And right now it's 55% off, so like $15, and it runs fine on the Steam Deck. So if you like castle defense, resource management, and RTS games with a good laugh, maybe check out Diplomacy is Not an Option today. Now if you're looking for a roguelike deck builder with a twist, then maybe check out DICEOMANCER. You start as a peaceful fisherman, but thanks to a meddling chaos goddess, you're flung into a world where magic, guns, and dice rule the day. But the kicker here is that you've got dice that can change any number on screen, from the enemy HP, mana pools, card effects, you name it. With over 500 cards, 200 relics, and 6 mana types that shape your deck into wildly different playstyles, there's some serious room for experimentation. Whether you're spamming sprite armies as a druid or rerolling boss attacks into dust, it's all about clever combos and calculated chaos. And even though it's only 20% off, it's sitting with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. It just sucks that it's not fully supported on the Steam Deck yet, but maybe with some fiddling around. It's quirky, it's stylish, and so if you love deck builders with a twist and don't mind rolling the dice, maybe check out DICEOMANCER today. And last but not least, oh look, he's showing off workers and resources, Soviet Republic again. But you know what? I don't really care, as this game is incredible. This is a city building and logistics simulator that challenges every fiber of your being to give up, but then pulls you in once you get something working. In this incredibly intricate game, you're tasked with transforming an impoverished Soviet Republic into an industrial empire. So if you thought City Skylines was challenging, well, here you need to meticulously plan every logistical chain, from resource extraction and production all the way to transportation and citizen needs. You'll build sprawling industrial complexes, intricate transport networks like roads, railways, conveyors, and pipelines, and then manage the entire life cycle of goods and services, right down to waste management and vehicle maintenance. It's absolutely bonkers, but just ask any fan of the game, they cannot get enough. And yes, I do mention it often, but this game is amazing, and with it being 50% off right now, going for like $23, it's so worth it. And yeah, it runs on a Steam Deck, but the controls might be a bit of a pain. So if you like deep simulation, complex logistical puzzles, and the satisfaction of building perfectly synchronized systems, then maybe check out Workers and Resources Soviet Republic today. But that wraps up my video. What did you think? What games do you like the look of? What are you currently playing? Let me know in the comments section below. But other than that, it's Marco here from Easily Distracted Games, and as always, don't stop gaming.